How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you are doing well. We're going to dive into something today. We're going to dive into feeling better and doing it by identifying ways to validate ourselves. And I think most of us can raise our hand and say we have shitty days sometimes. We have days that are like these curveballs that just slap us right in the face and we're going, what just happened? I was feeling good and now I'm not feeling too good. Or it could be that we just wake up and we're not feeling too well. Maybe what's going on outside or what's going on in our lives. One of the ways to feel better, to boost up that self-esteem, to boost up that self-confidence, is looking at validation. How can I validate myself? And that's what I want to do today. I want to work with you on that. I want us to hold hands and go on this journey. So the first one I want to share with you is identifying that it's normal to feel this way. It is normal to feel this way. So I want to give you an example of that. Let's just say that it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday and I'm just feeling in some kind of mood. I'm not feeling too well. Instead of attacking myself, I can say, hey, it's okay that I feel this way. And doing that lets me kind of just sit there for a while and identify, well, where's this feeling coming from? Maybe I'm able to identify that 3 days ago. I had a really rough day at work and I'm still carrying that with me. And most of us are able to relate to it. I want you to think about that. Have you had a negative experience that later down the road you're still feeling pretty bad, but you're not sure why you're feeling bad? And then you really think about it, and then it's almost like subconsciously you've been carrying it with you. And that negative experience that happened a while ago is still there. It just takes a little while to kind of dig and say, oh, that's why I feel the way that I do. Validating our feelings, saying it's normal to feel this way. It allows us to feel whole. To feel that, hey, nothing's wrong with me. I'm okay. It's a starting point. Next place I want to go to is finding time to be able to acknowledge that I am proud of myself. I am proud of whatever it may be that you're doing. And with that one, I want you to think about that. There's 24 hours in a day. You're up a good amount of them, right? How many minutes in that day do you take time to simply say that? I am proud of myself. Praising yourself. I have small kids, young kids. My daughter Nola, she's 6. She'll be 7 soon. My son Alex is 4. And I try to praise them and show them that, I am just excited for every milestone that they're going through. And then we get older and sometimes, I know sometimes I preach this over and over, but we get older and we sometimes do not do that for ourselves. So I want you to kind of pull back a little bit. Maybe get on your phone and put that as a reminder that goes off every 5 minutes, just annoying the shit out of you. But it's saying, hey, make sure I tell myself that I'm proud of myself. That's the second one I want to share with you. And the final one I want to look into today is I am more than my failures, or I am more than my accomplishments. And at times what happens is when it comes to the topic here, ways to validate ourselves, is that we can measure ourselves based off of what we've accomplished or what we have failed at. So let's say that you're out there and you do something, you buy a car, but then you realize that the car's got a lot of things wrong with it. And right before you bought the car, you just put on your big boy pants on, right? You're maturing, you're reaching adulthood. You made this independent decision. But then you realize that, the transmission's not working. And then you're beating yourself up about it. And you're attacking yourself. And you're measuring yourself based off of that merit there, based off of that decision that you made. And that could really lead to a negative outcome. The same happens when we measure ourselves of our accomplishments. It could be, if I haven't passed this test, I'm not smart enough. If I haven't reached this level of education, I'm not smart enough. If I haven't reached this milestone or this accomplishment, I'm not good enough. So instead, let's kind of take a step back. I like to dig into Carol Dweck. Check her out, Growth Mindset, Fixed Mindset. I like for us to be able to look at moving forward in life. Moving forward in life, I've been able to say, my accomplishments, my failures do not reflect who I am. They reflect an experience that I have gone through, and it is up to me, right? I am the driver in this car. This car is my life. I get to drive it. What's your car? Tell me. And you get to say how you're going to carry that experience with you. So if you felt in some kind of way, you're able to say, you know what? I'm glad I went through that. I'm glad I bought that car. I certainly wouldn't do it again. But now I know what to look for. I'm no expert mechanic. But next time I buy one, I'm going to put it in the right hands. Make sure someone really evaluates it. Someone that I trust and can lean on. And then if you've accomplished something, you're able to say, hey, I'm proud of the work that I've done. I'm proud of the work that I've done and digging through the trenches. And this accomplishment has allowed me to make blank changes in my life and to support blank amount of people or other people. But really steering away from allowing that failure or accomplishment to be like a reflection of who you are, because I think that can really push us into this level of experiencing a low self-esteem, due to the failures that we make, or the lack thereof accomplishments that we're able to reach. So I want you to think about those. Think about those as ways to validate yourself. I hope that you've enjoyed this. Subscribe, join, share this channel with anyone out there that you think will find it helpful. If you get stuck, whether you're reaching out to a counselor in your area, that's always a good start, or you want to check out one of the courses that we have here, check the links out below. I hope that you are doing well. I hope that you find calmness in your day, in your life. Take care.